Hey guys, so Shane here from Laser Mobile. Today we will be comparing two phablets on the market, the HTC One Max and the LG G3. So let's get started. So to start off with design, the HTC One Max has a full aluminum unibody design that feels amazing in the hand. It gives you that cool feeling in the hand that's cold to the touch. I really love it. And on the sides it has polycarbonate, which actually gives you better grip on the device, and it has a removable back. Now on the front, there's a 5.9-inch display, and the aluminum carries over to the front as well. Now the LG G3 has a plastic design, but it looks amazing. It has a brushed metal look, and it feels nice in the hand. It's not too light, not too heavy. It has a removable back, and the buttons are actually on the back of this device. Which is a bit unconventional, but it's actually kind of nice because they think you lay your finger on the back of the device, which is true. Now on the front there's a 5.5-inch display. However, the overall footprint of the device is a lot smaller than the One Max. This is because LG has minimal bezels. The bezels are tiny, which makes them fit as much screen on a small area. Now moving over to hardware on these two devices, the HTC One Max has a Snapdragon 600 processor, 1.7 GHz, 2 GB of RAM, and Adreno 320 GPU. Now the LG G3 has a Snapdragon 801 processor clocked in at 2.5 GHz, 3 GB of RAM, and an Adreno 330 GPU. Now, even though the LG G3's processors are way higher than the One Max's, both these devices still perform great in the real world. The One Max may stutter just a little when you're playing very fast games, but that's only every once in a while. Most of the time it gets the job done, and the G3 never stutters. It's an unbelievably fast device, and I'm actually happy with both of these devices. Now, when it comes to the display on these two devices, the G3 has a 2K display with 538 ppi, while the One Max has a 1080p display, 373 ppi. Now, I would have previously said the One Max was the best display I'd ever seen on a smartphone, just because the colors were so vibrant, even more so than the newer One M8. However, the LG G3's detail and just vibrant colors are just gorgeous. Even on the lock screen, the colors are amazing. And that's why the G3, I do prefer the screen on the G3. Even though the One Max has a 3300 mAh battery, while the G3 has a 3000 mAh battery. However, the One Max can get 2 days of battery life with light usage, and 1.5 days on heavy usage if you power it down overnight. Now the G3 can get about 1 full day of usage, but this is because the One Max has a built-in 3300 mAh battery, and I really believe that this gets the job done very well. Now the speakers on the One Max are boom sound front-facing speakers, and they're the loudest speakers I've ever heard. They're louder than the One M8 since obviously they're bigger, and I still believe that the One Max is the king of speakers on the market. Now the G3 has a smaller speaker on the back, however I think it's better than most back-facing speakers, however it just cannot compare to the One Max's boom sound speakers. Now the One Max also has a fingerprint scanner embedded on the back of the device. This can be used to unlock your device or launch apps, depending on which finger you use. I really do think this is a nice addition, as you don't have to use it. Now when it comes to the camera on these two devices, the One Max has a 4 megapixel ultra-pixel camera, while the G3 has a 13 megapixel camera. Both have the One Max does not have optical image stabilization. G3 does, and it also has laser autofocus, does the G3. However, the One Max does a great job with the gallery features, as you've seen on previous HTC and current HTC devices. The G3 takes great photos, however, nothing special with it. The One Max is actually better for low light performance. However, I just prefer the G3's camera since the higher resolution really does make a difference. Now, when it comes to software on both of these devices, HTC One Max is running Sense 5.5 with Android 4.4 KitKat overlaid, and the G3 is running Android 4.4 KitKat with their custom ROM laid over it. Now, I believe that Sense is the superior software because of its gallery features and blink feed. The G3 really has some features like multi-window. However, I really believe that HTC's software things are more useful than gimmicky. Now, when it comes to the final verdict, I believe that the G3 is the winner in this category. With a removable back, beautiful design, not as great as the One Max's. However, this is really the thing. The G3 does everything above average, while the One Max does some things better than the G3, but most things it does worse. So I would pick the G3 if you're looking for a phablet. However, if you really want a big phablet and you love entertainment, the boom sound speakers will do great for you on the One Max. And I believe that you should pick up the One Max if entertainment's your #1 priority on a smartphone. So thanks for watching, guys. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe down below for much more content on both of these devices. Thanks for watching.